Hello, I hope everyone is having a beautiful day. I'm Dr. Stefan, and today we're going to talk about two simple juices to enjoy on an empty stomach. What real benefits they can offer, who might do well with them, the precautions to keep in mind, and how to blend them with habits that truly show up in your energy. Digestion, skin, and circulation. Stay with me to the end because I'll give you a gentle protocol to start tomorrow. Clear steps to personalize it for your body, and, as always, the warning signs that tell you when to pause and check in with your clinician. Before we pour the first glass, I'm sending you a big hug wherever you are. If this kind of content helps you, I invite you to subscribe right now and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episodes. And already think of someone who could use this. At the end, I'll ask you to share it, because health is also built in community. Let's talk for a minute about the empty stomach idea. Having something light on waking can feel good because hydration is quick and some nutrients arrive without much digestive competition. That said, there is no magic that comes only from being empty. What we do have is a body that loves water, regularity, and kindness. If a juice bothers you on an empty stomach, please don't force it. Move it to mid-morning or pair it with a small stabilizing bite. We want to listen to the body, not fight it. Let's start with the first one. Picture half a medium cucumber, well washed, with peel if you tolerate it, and one medium-ripe kiwi. What I love about this pair is that it's easy, refreshing, and if you leave the pulp in or make it as a smoothie, you keep fibers that help transit. Cucumber is mostly water. It hydrates, brings a touch of potassium. And if you keep the peel, you get some vitamin K, not enormous, but present. Kiwi is a burst of vitamin C and carries an enzyme called actinidin. That, for many people, eases heaviness when they eat the whole fruit. In juice, that fiber is reduced, which is why I usually suggest not straining completely. Leave some pulp, and your gut will thank you. Now, what does it do in practice? In the morning when you're still waking up, this glass lifts hydration, soothes the top of the stomach, and gives you an antioxidant nudge with a gentle profile, without excess sugar if you use a medium kiwi and add no sweetener. People with mild constipation sometimes notice a difference in a week or two simply by hydrating and keeping a bit of kiwi-soluble fiber if they tea strain. And skin benefits indirectly from hydration and from vitamin C supporting collagen synthesis, so long as the rest of the day also includes quality protein and good sleep. Let me underline this. Collagen is not made just because you take vitamin C. It needs bricks protein and it needs sleep. I know questions arrive here. Doctor, what if I have reflux? If ginger irritates you, we're not using it today. And if very acidic kiwi tingles too much, look for a riper kiwi or reduce the amount. Doctor, what if I'm on blood thinners? Then don't change suddenly how much cucumber peel you consume day to day. Keep it consistent so vitamin K doesn't disrupt your control. Doctor, what if I'm allergic to kiwi or to pollen? Some people with latex fruit syndrome or cross reactions can have mouth itching or more. If that's you, this is not your glass. We adjust. We don't force. We adapt. Here's a simple preparation way. Wash half a medium cucumber. Cut it into chunks. Peel the kiwi if you tend to react to the skin, or wash it very well if you'll keep it. Add cold water just enough for the blender to work without turning this into a river. Usually less than 1 cup. Blend calmly and check the texture. If you can, don't strain. If you need to strain, keep at least part of the pulp. Sip slowly. As you drink, breathe a little longer than usual. That detail is gold. What might you notice with consistency? For those who live dehydrated without noticing, clearer mornings. For those after days of heavy meals, a sense of lightness in the belly. For skin, subtle changes over weeks if the rest of the day supports it. Don't expect 3-day miracles. Expect small signals that, repeated, become big. Less bloating, more regular transit, easier mornings. Now cross with me to a different glass. denser in color and pigments. Sweet potato with carrot. If the first one is a stroll through water and vitamin C, here we enter the world of carotenoids. Picture half a medium sweet potato cooked until tender and one large raw carrot, well washed. If you choose purple sweet potato, the color gifts you anthocyanins. If you choose orange sweet potato, you get generous beta-carotene. Carrot walks the same path. Beta-carotene your body can convert to vitamin A as needed. Where's the trick? These pigments are fat-soluble. You absorb them better when there's a touch of healthy fat in the same meal window. So, even though we're speaking about empty stomachs, many people do better drinking this juice and a bit later. Having a small plain yogurt or a very modest handful of nuts, or pairing breakfast with a drizzle of olive oil on whole grain bread. You don't need much, just a nod to biology's logic. Who tends to do well with this combo? Those looking to support skin, eye health, and antioxidant response during weeks of higher environmental stress. Those who want a cozier option in cool weather if you lightly warm the sweet potato and use warm water in the blender, without actually cooking again. And those who need variety, because variety also heals routine fatigue. We have nuances here too. If you tend to form oxalate stones, don't make sweet potato a huge daily ritual. Alternate and mind the portion. If you smoke, avoid megadoses of beta-carotene in supplements. This is food, not pills, but the caution stands. If you worry about sugar, breathe, without added sweeteners and with reasonable portions. This glass shouldn't spike you on its own, but again, listen to your body and adjust. If you have very active gastritis, raw carrot may bother you. Try a brief cook or reduce the amount. Try this. Steam or boil half a medium sweet potato until tender. Let it cool a bit so you don't harm your blender. Wash and scrub the carrot, cut it into pieces. Add a small amount of water, just enough, and blend. If you like it silky, you can strain partially, but remember, fiber is your friend. Sip calmly. And if you want to boost pigment absorption, pair this juice with a small spoon of plain yogurt. Or keep for breakfast a slice of whole grain bread with a drizzle of olive oil and a pinch of salt. You don't need more. Feel the difference. Cucumber with kiwi is a hug of water and a spark of vitamin C light. Refreshing, easy. Sweet potato with carrot is a canvas of pigments, denser, creamier, built to sustain. One doesn't replace the other. They take turns. One day you hydrate and wake. The next you nourish with color and plant antioxidants. And if one day you don't want juice, that's fine. A whole fruit or a colorful salad also does the job. Let me repeat this mantra. Empty stomach can feel good, but it isn't mandatory. Some bodies love a morning glass. Others ask for a small, savory, or protein bite first. That's fine. If by day 3 you notice acidity, bloating, dizziness, or weakness, don't fight the idea. Move the juice to mid-morning or split it into 2 portions. We're not in love with theory. We're committed to your reality. For those who enjoy structure, try something simple. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, the green one with cucumber and kiwi. On Tuesday and Thursday, the orange one with sweet potato and carrot. On Saturday and Sunday, listen to your body. Maybe repeat the one that suits you best, or simply have a regular breakfast and take an early walk. How much? 1 medium glass in the morning, unsweetened, with pulp if it sits well. How long? 4 weeks to observe honestly. What to watch? Morning energy, bowel regularity, skin feel, tolerance to light and work, hunger by mid-morning. Jot 2 lines. Nothing complicated. Doctor, does this make me lose weight? It helps indirectly if it replaces sugary drinks and organizes your mornings. But weight is decided by the whole day and your movement. Doctor, what about coffee? A small cup later, if it agrees with you, can live alongside the juice. Doctor, can I mix both juices into 1 giant glass? You could, but I prefer a simple approach. 1 flavor, 1 intention, 1 clear signal to the body. Doctor, what if I have diabetes? With supervision, measured portions, and no sweeteners, many people can integrate these glasses. Build the rest of breakfast with protein and fiber, so glucose stays even, and monitor. Doctor, does it help triglycerides? The foundation for triglycerides is different. Fewer added sugars, more movement, more fish, and controlled portions. These juices help as part of the whole, not as a lone strategy. Let's linger on digestion, because this is where you win a lot. When you leave pulp in the green glass, you give your bacteria something to do. They make compounds that calm inflammation. When you don't fully strain the orange glass, you train your gut with pigments that besides nourishing you, can act like shields against oxidative stress. If that sounds like lab science, here's the translation. Fewer belly grumbles, less hardness, more regularity. It doesn't happen in 2 sunrises, but it does happen when you sustain the routine. I'm going to invite you to do something as you drink. Inhale counting 4, hold for 1, exhale counting 6. Repeat that 3 times while you taste. Why? To tell your nervous system there is no rush, no danger, that the day can begin without inner chase. That signal, repeated each morning, matters as much as the glass. If you feel intense abdominal pain, persistent vomiting, diarrhea that won't stop, rash, trouble breathing, or any sign of an allergic reaction, don't keep experimenting at home. Seek care. If you're on anticoagulants, thyroid medication, glucose-lowering agents, or oncology treatments, don't make substantial changes suddenly. Let your team know, because they know how to protect the whole picture. Tomorrow, when you wake, drink a glass of water at room temperature. If it sits well, prepare the green one with cucumber and kiwi, unsweetened with pulp, and sip it slowly. Give those 2 or 3 minutes to the slow breathing we practiced. Later, build a simple breakfast with protein and fiber. Keep drinking water through the day. The day after tomorrow, try the orange one with sweet potato and carrot, with that tiny helper of healthy fat in the same window. Repeat for 4 weeks. At the end, read your notes. Do you feel lighter? Do you sleep better? Do you reach noon more calmly? If something didn't work, adjust. If something delighted you, repeat it. Thank you for giving yourself this time. Health isn't built by shouting. It's built by everyday gestures. A glass with intention, a longer breath, a short walk after breakfast, and that quiet decision to care for yourself better. If this episode brought you clarity, I have 2 favors. First, subscribe and turn on the bell. You'll help me keep bringing kind, clear, evidence-aware content. Second, share this video with someone you care about who might benefit. You never know when a simple idea is the beginning of a big change. Take good care, drink water, choose colors on your plate, and move with gentleness. I'm Dr. Stefan, and I'll see you in the next video.